Again, talking while we're recording. Anyway, hello everybody. Welcome to 360, the 7th of June. And yes, we are here again. Time is ticking and things are happening, that's for sure. Many things are happening. I'll get back to you. I'm going to go check on my YouTube. Mr. Redfern's going to come in, and then Chris, and then come back to me. See you in a couple.
Thank you very much, Marty DeGarmo. Good to be here once again with my friends, Chris Johnson, Marty DeGarmo, and of course myself, Redfern. We are here on ONPASSIVE 360 to bring you up to date with everything that's going on over the last week since we did ONPASSIVE 360 last week. Things have been happening, things have been moving. We're going to bring you right up to date with whatever we know. Plus, we're going to go over what has happened in the 7-day period of ONPASSIVE. It was a big 360 last week, if you remember, and we had lots and lots of information. We're going to go over a bit of that on this 360, bring you up to date, and hopefully get you all fired up for what is going to be happening for the rest of this month. Remember what Ashmi Farah says: big week, big month, big year. It's all happening right now in ONPASSIVE land. Over to you, Chris.
There it is. I couldn't find that mute button. Good to see you, fellas. Always good to see you. Happy birthday to Dustin Grove today. Lots of birthdays, but I know Dustin personally, so God bless you. Have a great birthday. Still reaching out to my Indian, all of us are reaching out to the Indian brothers and sisters in that horrific train crash. You guys are still in our thoughts and our prayers. And anyone else out there that's having some issues, we are praying for you. As soon as Marty gives me the thumbs up, I'm ready to rip, Marty. There you go. It's all you, brother.
Alrighty. Yeah, like Red said, we had a ginormous 360 last Wednesday, that's for sure. Unplanned, unscheduled, boom. Mr. Mifar could show up now too. I really don't know. But anyway, what I wanted to say is a lot of things are happening that maybe we're not paying attention to. If you go in the back and look around, I mean, really look around, you see little things that weren't there before. You may not know exactly what day they popped in, but it's really interesting. Like if you go look, marketplace and all that, you're seeing stuff put into place. Numbers aren't right. They have to throw a number in, but it doesn't mean that's what it is. But it's really cool to see little by little things stacking up, stacking all over the back office. So remember, things are happening. The longer we don't hear, the more is happening. Trust me. I did text ask him if how's it going? He goes, super busy, but we're progressing very quickly. That's fantastic. That's all we need to know. The rest of it's going to happen whether we like it, don't like it. I know a lot of us are waiting for it. Something new. But remember, this is bigger than we could imagine. And when it happens, you're going to be so happy that the wait was there to make it exactly the way Mr. Mifar wants it. Because he's very strong on being perfect, okay? And that's good for us, by the way. You don't want it thrown out there. You do not want it thrown out there. We're going to cover a few things, and we'll probably go back and forth a little bit. One is make sure if you hear something and you didn't hear it from Mr. Mufara, don't share it. Obviously, you heard it, but don't carry it on to somebody else. Just stop it right there. And when you hear it from Mr. Mufara, or if Ash came and said, Marty or somebody, Red or Chris, say this, we would say it. Otherwise, even if I say it, if I didn't say it was from Ash, it's my opinion. So, and I try not to do that. I'll tell you this is what I believe, but if I don't know, I'll say I don't know. So don't share something you don't know, because when it gets to the 3rd or 4th or 5th generation, it becomes law. Then I hear it back, or Red or Chris or somebody, and we're going, did you hear that? No. So anyway, it's very good to be accurate right now. And by the way, what I want to remind people are, I know from just word of mouth, that people are using their links and bringing people in. I hear people, I brought a couple, I got a couple, I got one, I'm getting one a week, I'm getting one a day, I'm getting one. Trust me, add that up in your head. And the reason I'm saying that is we haven't even started yet And remember, everybody has to go to a founder. But what I want to say is when you're in the back office and you're in OES and you're communicating with people maybe in ONET, there's a very good chance they are not founders. So don't go in there and start telling people you can't, you could, you can't. No. That's going to turn people off. You could suggest somebody, if they do pop a link in there, say, hey, look, it would be better if you started a club, something that's about that, and do whatever you want, as long as it's legal, and up front. But that's what the clubs are for. So you can bring people that have the same thing in common with. You don't want to force it down somebody's throat. And everybody's got to be who they are, right? That's the beauty of ONET. Somebody's name. It's not some coward, somebody hiding behind another name, So that's the beauty of it. But let's remember, be mindful that who you're talking to every day, the chance that you're talking to a founder diminishes. Not that they're getting rid of founders. It's just the whole total of people in the company are becoming greater than the founders. It was 50-50 a week or 2 weeks ago. I don't think it is now. I think we're dropping down in percentage, which is good because it goes back to what I said. We've all said a million times, nobody can come into ONPASSIVE except to a founder. That's where the power comes in. I'm going to turn it over to Red right now and see if I can spark some more stuff.
There you go. That mute button. Do you know something? It's a sneaky little thing, isn't it? Always happens when you don't expect it. Anyway, so as we do on all 360s, we're going to bring you up to date with what's happened over the last week. And as Marty rightly said, we had a phenomenal 360 last week with our CEO Ashmi Farah coming on, and wasn't it amazing? Now it's only 7 days ago, guys. That's all it was, 7 days ago. And I'm going to run through now some of the things that have happened over the last 7 days. It's absolutely amazing how time goes, and you think that it was a long time ago, 7 days, but you just listen to me of what has happened in 7 days, and you're going to suddenly think, wow, that's a lot of stuff that's happened over a 7-day period. So our CEO came on and he said that we will be starting ONPASSIVE with over 2 million users. What other company as a startup has started with over 2 million users? Listen, start doing the maths. As Marty said, the foundership was 100% of the users of ONPASSIVE. Now we are getting almost to the point of 50-50. 2 million, take away 1.4, blah, blah, blah. There you go. We're almost down to 50%. Ash said himself, he estimates by the end of this year, we are going to be 1/10 of the number of users within the company. Again, you don't have to be a mathematician to work that one out, do you? Also, he came on Wednesday and he said within a few short days, our My Links will be active. Guess what? Boom! There they were a day or so after he said it. I think by Friday, the My Links, 27 of them in the My Links section are now all active, coded to you to use whenever and however you like. You can send them via email. You can drop them into somebody's messenger. You can put it on Facebook. However you want to use those My Links sections, okay, you use them. But I always recommend them, guys. Make sure you copy and paste it into a browser first before you send it. Why am I telling you this? Because you have to know what that link is, what that website is all about, and think to yourself, who am I trying to reach here? What person or group of people am I trying to reach here with this link? This is why it's important and imperative that you look at that website. If it is a couple with kids, is it going to appeal to them? If it's a professional person, is it going to appeal to them? If it is a single mum, single dad, is it going to appeal to them? If it's a young person, if it's a retired person, all of these things, you need to be able to say, yeah, that is for me. I think that's appealing to that group of people and then send it out. There's 27 all ready for you to rock and roll. A couple of days later, he said, we will make sure that you have every tool necessary in your OES for you to market these links. Then 2 days after that, boom, the templates are available in your ecosystem. Where are they? I hear you asking, Red, where are they? If you go to the top middle of your ecosystem, you will say you'll see invite. It's got a little drop down arrow on that. Click on that and it will be there, boom, in front of you. There's about 5 or 6 templates that you can send out as far as explaining what the components of either the ecosystem are, or OConnect, or even OMail. They're all on there. Also, you can select videos on that section there. There is 3 video templates that you can send out as well. 1 is for OMail, 2 is for OConnect. They are amazing, guys. They're all there, ready for you. All you got to do is put an email in the bottom of it, press send, boom, off it goes. And as Marty rightly says, more and more people now are saying, hey, I've got a sign up. I've got another affiliate dropping into my network. Now, listen to my wordings that I'm using here. If you have been getting people dropping into your organization, you would have got an email as well in OMail saying, hey, well done, congratulations, you have a new affiliate joined your network. Let's start using the same terminologies as our corporate CEO and the corporate are using. It makes us all one family, all on the same page, using all of these terminologies. What else is coming and is happening? Our CEO said during the month of June, OConnect, OTracker, and Odesk will be live paid products within the month of June. That's this month. That's within the next 3 weeks, guys. These products will be live, will be active, and will be able to purchase them. If you have been logging in on a daily basis into your ecosystem, you will already know that in the marketplace underneath OConnect, okay, we have just been given another 7-day free trial. Does this mean that we've got to wait 7 days for us to be able to purchase OConnect? No, it doesn't. It just means 7 days have been added. Any day, it might go active. And I'm telling you why I'm saying this. If you click on the subscription part of OConnect, boom, it pops up now in a page that you can see how you are going to purchase OConnect. They've been working on that. I noticed today they've added OWallet into it. They've added 2 other payment methods as well into that there. It is amazing, guys. It's getting us ready for how it is. Pay no mind to the how much it's going to cost, all the rest of it. That hasn't been decided yet, even though it says 1 credit. No, that's not going to be the price. Okay, our CEO hasn't told us how much it is. It's just there. It's not live, but you have a good idea of how that's going to work. Also, if you go into my subscriptions down the left-hand side on your dashboard, that comes up with new headers now. Okay, the product that you have subscribed to or purchased, it also tells you on there on the tabs at the top who else has bought that product. It also tells you various different commission bases that are on that as well. Let me just get rid of somebody in there. There you go. Bye. Sorry. Lots and lots and lots of things have been happening. Also, our CEO, when he was on there, mentioned a thing called OKYC. He talked at length about how much other companies are charging, what we have developed, how this is going to be, if everything works out like he says it's going to be, another product for us to resell within ONPASSIVE. He was saying he's hoping, he's not quite sure yet, that this might be available in the month of June. I recommend to absolutely everybody out there, go into the O-Founders back office, click on the updates section and scroll down to the amazing notes that have been put there by Peter Sarer, Janet Butler and Daryl Cook. These guys work tirelessly behind the scenes to bring us all up to date, to document, to write down exactly what has been said on any of the meetings that we see our CEO on. All this, guys, has happened in 7 days, less than 7 days. It really is amazing how much happens when you look back at where we are, right? Just because we've not heard anything in 2 days or 3 days, bye Marty, okay, it doesn't mean to say that things are not happening behind the scenes. Every single day, I notice changes in the ecosystem. Every single day, there is something happening. Just because we don't hear from our CEO does not mean to say we are not moving at breakneck speed. Everything I've said now, plus a ruck more, because I'm sure I'm sparking some things and notes for Marty and Chris to say, has happened in 7 days. Anyway, that's all for me. I've filled in loads of time for you, Chris. Over to you, my friend.
Red, put your country. I want to see where you're from. I think, what'd you say you were from? Alaska? Anywho, you know, in my last 7 days have been really crazy. A lot of you don't realize that I'm starting my life all over again. And there's many reasons why, but I won't get into them. But I want to tell you something. My son, who's actually watching right now, his name is Joey. Hi, Joey. Hi, Cody. Hi, Jordan. My son is getting involved in a passive really good now. Where before, most of our kids, like, So he's asking me all these crazy questions. And my son's got a brain like me, a little crazy sometimes. And he says, okay, what's going on with this? How is he going to do this? I said, Joe, I sent him a picture of his son, Cody, you know, the little ball of bubbles. And I said, this is all you need to look at right now, your son. This is your why you're an impassive. Just look at his face, and this is going to answer all your questions that you have for me, from Ash, Marty, or Red. Know that your son's going to have a pretty good life. 30-some years ago, I didn't have the life that I have now. I was just having this conversation with Marty DeGarmo. Why am I bringing it up? Because I want to prove a point. I did not have a good life. I was broke beyond belief. I was freshly divorced, heartbroken, wanted to bury my head in the sand. And the only thing that I knew how to do was work, because that's what I had to do to afford anything that I had. And a lot of people say, oh, Chris, you're retired, you got a great life. But what I'm trying to tell you is I didn't have that great life always. Okay. I didn't have that. I had struggles that a lot of you tell me about, and my heart bleeds for you because I've been there. The main goal for me was I never want to be back in that place again of bill collectors calling you, not knowing if you're going to be able to make your truck payment, your car payment, your house payment. It's miserable. Listen, I've been there. So why I can relate to many people is because I lived that life for a long time. All right. And what did I do? I didn't have ONPASSIVE to fall back on. I had nothing but 12, 15 hours a day, if it was there, of work to try to make sure I got everything paid. Okay. What I'm telling you right now is every one of you might be going through those struggles, and I'm sorry, and it's hard, but you'll get through it. But you have ONPASSIVE to fall back on. You have something exciting coming your way, where back in my day it was gloom and doom. It was all great. My truck just broke. I broke my ankle, wasn't able to work for 4 weeks. Okay, everything, man, God threw everything at me. And there was a reason why he did that. He said, Chris, you need to be stronger. Not everything in life is great. You're going to have failures. Just keep going. That's what I'm trying. That's what he told me. And I did keep going. And I dug deep. Watch my kids not have a lot of things. People say you spoiled your kids, not till later in life. But back then, if you ask my kids, they were struggling along with his dad was. But now I don't want anyone to have to struggle. And like Marty and Red said, I had people call me, Chris, you're not going to believe it. I had 2 people that signed up. Woo! You know why those people signed up? Because they made a post. They made a phone call. They didn't do a lot of work. So I can't believe it. I made a post. 2 people signed up. All right. Give people the hope that are going through situations that I did 30 some years ago, or maybe you're going through right now, because ONPASSIVE really is giving us hope, faith. It's something to say, wow, look what I got coming at me. Yeah, I'm struggling now. I keep digging holes and I keep breaking my damn shovels. Okay. I know that position you're in, and I'm talking to you individuals right now. I had the opportunity this week, which I'm very proud of, and I'm not bragging, of an individual who would come on my lives, all of our lives, and be pretty mean, tear us up, tear the company up. And I thought, man, I'm just going to do something different. There's something told me to do something different. I just talked to the guy in a good way, a passionate way. Let him know, just check us out. Said some things that maybe set him off. And he replied, Chris, you're right. I've been hurt. I've been holding on to negativity because of that hurt. And he opened up and he's been making these beautiful comments on my lives and said he's never going to do it again. Just to open himself up. That one person, you remember what Ash Mafar says? Change one person a day. That's all. And man, that guy made me feel phenomenal that I said something that maybe woke him up. But I think he already knew the answer, but maybe he needed a little push from coming out of my big mouth that maybe woke him up. Man, I pray for that for everyone. You see, I don't want anyone to be hateful or stressful. When I got into ONPASSIVE, I seen right away, well, I'll say about a month, I seen not only the potential of what it's going to do for me, but what it's going to do for the world. All right. I could get on and talk about, I tell these guys I got nothing. And I can open up my heart and talk to you all day. Will that bore you? I don't know. My guys here, my brothers here, they're going to give you the juicy facts, the real facts about ONPASSIVE, where all of us are unique in our own ways. I want to talk to you from the heart of that. This guy was in a situation you're in right now, but I didn't have ONPASSIVE. 30 years later, I got into ONPASSIVE. Now I'm thankful. I'm very thankful that the people out there that are struggling now have something to look forward to. All right. There's a lot of changes coming your way. And a big part of it is up to you also. If you're going to go through your whole life, maybe, number one rule of mine, never feel sorry for yourself. It doesn't do anybody any good. I believe from what my mom and dad taught me is if you do fall, your butt better get back up and try harder. In this company, none of us have to try harder. That's what I love about it. Even though it's going against what my dad taught me, I never had to try harder. All I had to do was share this out, let people know what it's going to do. Funny thing the other day, I was texting Ash. That's this really weird feeling. He said, wow, what's the chance of you texting me when we're talking about OBLESS right now? You guys have no idea how excited I am to hear this new thing about OBLESS. Was I supposed to say that? I don't know, but it made me feel good. All right. Ash Mafar isn't working on just one thing, guys, for us. He's working on many things. He wants Connect Perfect. You guys have had, I don't know how many trials we had, 14, 7, I don't know, 40 some free trials of a multi-billion-dollar tool that he's letting us play with. He's letting a lot of people play with. There's a reason for that. That beta testing thing comes back. He's seeing what we're playing with. He's hearing what we're saying. All right. This Connect is humongous, guys. And you've heard Red say, I really haven't advertised yet, myself included. People are advertising, signing people up. I'm waiting for Ash to say it's on. And you know what that tells me when it's on? When we could pay for it. When we could pay for it, and I can't wait for that. All kind of new things happening in ONPASSIVE. Every single day. And Red will tell me, Chris, stick with me. I'll keep you informed every day. I said, Red, what's that? There's only one thing he didn't know about. I said the other day, and he said, oh, I don't really pay attention to that. And wow. But he talked a little bit about it today, which I loved. All right. We're not all of us, none of us are perfect in any way, but we are perfect in giving you the right information. We are perfect in our belief in ONPASSIVE and what it's going to do. All right. And all you people that are really sunk in the hole and are digging holes and your shovels keep breaking, there's a new shovel that was created for you. It's going to dig for you. It's never going to break. It's going to make you smile. And that's why I love about ONPASSIVE. Do I have all the updates and details? Nah, that's Red and Marty's job. My lane is just talking from the heart. My lane, anyone is welcome in my lane. Stay out of Marty and Red's lane, but in my lane, talking about bless, giving. Take a picture out of your kids, your grandkids, your mom, your dad. That's your why you're doing this. And then go on the internet and look for countries that are struggling. That is your why. That was Ash Mafaro's why he created this company. He's seen those downfalls. Why are people starving? I just watched another basketball player. A guy, Dr. J said to him, what do you need 6 cars for? Take it back. You want 2, I get it, but 6? Again, the same thing is how many houses do you have to have? How many cars do you have to? We all see the big rock stars with 80 beautiful cars in their driveway, 10,000 houses of 100 square thousand feet. And well, man, I want that. Like, I honestly, it's nothing to do with that about me. Having money is a great thing. Does it create happiness? Not always. It does help. But man, when you find out that giving people something that they need, and I believe it's ONPASSIVE right now, or just being kind and nice to people, you're going to find out money's not worth nothing. When you make people feel like special, like something, build them up. And there's a lot of you. David Switzer, heard him the other day saying, I'm not good at this. I said, David, Ash made, I'm just like you, brother. Ash made this so that we all can do it. Ash made it so a 90-year-old person can do it. A 5-year-old person can do it. It's that simple. It's about us just getting there and do it. I've asked Marty and Red 100 times, how do you do that? Lazy. I should have figured that out. All I had to do was get in there and play with it. Get in there and play with it. It's very simple. Just because you're not technically challenged or you don't know nothing about technology doesn't mean that you're ignorant to something new. Learn something every single day. I don't care if it's retying your shoe in a different way or putting your belt on backwards. Try that one. But learn something new every day and get on the internet and read and study about life itself. I don't want you sitting at home like we all do now looking at a computer. Boy, look at the pictures of Hawaii. We lived our lives through looking at pictures. It's time to put the pictures to real life. This stuff is coming your way. Is it going to happen overnight? No. I don't know. I think it's going to be pretty fast. I hope it's really fast for those people that really need it. A lot of us, we're just, wow, I can't wait till it happened. But I know the people that are struggling. All right. I'm talking way too much. I just want to talk to you a little bit about my heart, but every one of us here, all 3 of us guys here, and every other leader that's out there are doing our best to keep you informed on things. Like I said, we're not always perfect about it. We have other leaders out there that are helping, which I love. Seeing a lot of webinars, and that's great to see. We're just going to keep doing what we do. Keep doing what you do. Stay positive, stay honest, and look at your kids, your grandkids, your wife, your husband, and say, you are my reason why I'm doing this, even if they don't believe it. Marty DeGarmo, back to you.
Fantastic. I'm so glad that you were just empty with thought this morning. Anyway, I don't know what would happen if you had something to say. Very good, Chris. One thing I do want to let you know, everybody, he gave me the story of how he broke his ankle, and that is a classic. You've got to hear that. Yeah. Okay, next webinar, ask him. I can't do it justice. Anyway, another thing I want to say, and this is really, really important. History is it's a good thing. It reminds you of where you've been. But the worst thing you could do in history is take the bad days and not let them go. They're only temporary. I've had bad times right up to about an hour ago. Okay, so it's not that far back. But I know it's temporary, and live your life that way. And I know I hear people sending emails or sending information around, You know, this is happening to me. This has happened to me. Listen to this. This is just the way it is. The company is being built to change the world. It will be ready when it's ready. You can't force it. You can't push it. There's a time when it's going to be ready. Ash can't force it. He can't push it. Nobody can. When it's ready, it will happen. And every day, like Red said, you go in that back office and you start darting around, clicking on things, you're going to see the progress daily. Every day, something new is happening. But you got to go back, and you can't break anything. I hear people say, well, I'm not sure what that button is. Click the dang thing. It's not going to eject you through your ceiling, okay? Trust me. You do it. You're not going to break something in ONPASSIVE. One thing about the high technology that they have put together, they spent a lot of time, effort, and money to make it simple. And to make technology simple is very, very hard. It really is. We did the same thing when I was working at my job. I said, you're going to have to bring this down to where everybody understands it. And ONPASSIVE did it classic. It's classic. But remember, it will be ready when it's ready. Nobody wants it more than Mr. Mufara. But remember, let it go. Keep looking ahead. Keep looking ahead. Everybody's going through bad times. And I want to tell you something. My worst days, I remind myself that billions of people have it worse than me right now. Billions, not millions, not hundreds of millions, billions of people have it a billion times worse than me. So I need to shut my mouth and be happy with what I have. But I know big things are coming, and I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to hear about it, because we're all going to get together in other people's living room, meet in different places, and we can share what ONPASSIVE has done to us in our lives. You know what I mean? And that will be beautiful. Testimonials of the truth, what really happened, not what's going to happen. What's going to happen, we don't know. But we know with everything that was built for us from Asmufar and his team, only greatness can come from it. Only greatness can come from it. And people that don't even know yet are going to be blessed. They don't even know. And my obligation, I feel this to my core, is to share this with everybody I possibly can. Everybody I possibly can. Anyway, Red, you got any more?
Yeah, I have.
Okay.
Okay, live right away now here. We have a new web page. Okay, so if you go to onpassive.com, it is up there, singing and dancing, brand new web page on onpassive.com. Very, very good. It's got lots of little round circles going across the top there. Each one of those is one of our products. Also, you can scroll down as well with all the information. And as we were saying, every single time there's something new happening in the background. When was the last time you logged into your ecosystem? We have a new login area for the ecosystem, brand spanking new. That's live right now. Go and have a look. So everything is happening, guys. Every single day is something new happening in ONPASSIVE. Go check them out. You're going to love them. It's fantastic what they are doing. Chris was talking about money, simple lives. Do you know what I want to do? I want to go into a restaurant. I want to pick up a menu and I want to read it from left to right, not right to left. That's how simple my life is. I don't want to be looking at how much it costs. I want to be ordering it because that's what I want. Those are the simple things in life that for me are a big, big deal. Not flash cars, not flash houses, enjoying my time with mainly you guys, my friends. That's what I want to be doing. I want to be going all over the world. I want to be meeting you, me and Jane traveling, meeting my ONPASSIVE family. That for me is what the money is all about. Anyway, back to Chris. You must have something to say.
Yeah, I just noticed you put Redfern UK in. I love that word. I'm just saying, there's one thing that Marty DeGarmo says, and we had a long talk this morning that I love that he says, and I really just love that he says it. He says, I don't ever want to be like a millionaire. I just never want to worry about money. What Red was just saying. And I think that's the best way to look at this is we already know, I believe, what's coming our way as far as monetary. I think it is going to be big, but I will stay humble to who I am and say, hey man, I don't really, how many times in your life can you actually say, I never worried about money. I just did things and it was there, and that's what's coming your way. Okay. And you're right. Some of us like bigger things, faster things. Now I'm gonna start a whole new business. It's gonna say rent your dreams. And I'm gonna have Maseratis, Bugattis, big boats, helicopters, jet planes. Hey man, come on, try it out. Just rent it. Take it for a day. That's all you need. You only need it one time. There's a rule I have in my life, for not everything. You should try something new every single day. Even if it's food you don't like, try it, you might like it. But my goal is to try everything in life before I die. Hopefully I live a good life of everything. Flying a helicopter, sitting in a jet plane, not owning it, but renting it. Hey man, can I check that out? Yeah. We don't have to own everything, guys. But having money to not worry about, hey, I'm going to go to Las Vegas and fly in a helicopter over the Grand Canyon is $500. Hey, honey, come on, we're going for a flight. That's what a passive is going to free you up with, your time. It's not about becoming rich, guys. Just imagine this for 5 seconds. Your life, anything that's in front of you is okay because a passive is going to cover it one way or the other, and you don't have to worry about it. When you realize the world is going to get rid of that worry and that stress, you're going to watch a lot less people be haters. A lot more people will be freed up to love instead of hate and judge all the time, but that's when a passive is going to give you. All right, way too much talking for me today. Back to whoever you can.
I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Obviously, we're around. If you need any help, we're always here. Work with each other. Help people on that you invited. Lift everybody up. There's nothing wrong with having gratitude. It makes the world go round. I'll see you all, and God bless.